Hello and welcome to something a little bit different, but one of my favorite games, Ori and the Blind Forest. Not familiar with this game, it is a Metroidvania, but we are doing something a little bit special. This is the one life mode of the game. I've beaten this game, I have every challenge except speed run, which is beat the game in under 3 hours, and the achievement one life mode and beat the game without dying, which are one and the same essentially. Obviously it's an insanely hard achievement. I believe it's in the like point, zero somethings of percentage of players. So it's a pretty rare achievement. I'm really not like as skilled at this game as to say like I should be able to get this easily. But it's something I want to like chip away at, learning the route of this game, essentially treating it like a roguelike, where, I have to go back to start every time, but unlike a roguelike, it's not going to change. Honestly, I crave this game. I don't know what it is. It was immediately upon finishing one of my favorite games of all time, and I just can't quite put a finger on why. I'm not even like a Metroidvania lover. And it wasn't like I played this game in my childhood. I played this game like for the first time this year, maybe last year. No, it would have had to have been this year, yeah. Early this year, so not even that long ago, but I remember finishing this game and immediately booting up a hard mode save to play more. Because I just was like, oh, it's over? Okay. I don't replay games either. Like, this game is just so special for some strange reason to me. And thusly, I figured it could at least find a place on my channel. I'm also testing out recording on my Xbox. I picked up a capture card to simplify that process, also allow myself to get footage on my Switch. Because you can record on an Xbox, but it seemed very limited. So I did not go that route. Instead chose to do the capture card route. They're quite cheap. You can buy non-Elgato capture cards quite affordably on Amazon. I was looking at Elgatos for a while, and I was just kind of like, I really don't want to spend like $100 to start recording footage, and I picked up one for like 25 bucks on Amazon. Much better deal, if you ask me. Alrighty, so this is a save point / warp point. We'll be using these to get around the map. Obviously, saving's not crazy important to us, beside the fact it restores our health, because we're not going to die, right? If we die, we just go back to the start. So the same thing with creating the soul links, as it tried to teach us earlier. Not really going to be a useful mechanic, except to like buy level ups, which, speaking of that, let's buy these two. So I've been figuring out an upgrade route. I tried this a couple times last night, and I was like, man, this is fun. Like, it's kind of like a roguelike, super hard. But there's a lot of like rewardingness to learning this game this way. So I figured out that like your first 2 skill points, initially I would spend them on the blue colored tree, the top tree, to get basically every time you create one of those save points, you can get a health back, which is going to become really handy, especially early on when you're taking lots of little bits of damage from like weak enemies like that. But for me, since I actually don't take very much damage early on, I can just focus on getting things that will help me in combat. And being stronger in combat will also help me not take damage in the long run. So we're getting through there. We picked up 2 of those little like keystones, which is how we're going to open up some doors in this game. Also, if you go to the right here, if you are playing along with me, I guess I'll like show tips, because obviously I've beaten this game, played a lot of it. You go to the like up and to the right, and then you go over here, you get a free life orb, or life cell, I guess, which is quite handy. Also really appreciative of my neighbor's dog probably barking at nothing. Really nice. That's fine. We'll just keep grinding away. We are Ori. We can survive. My noise reducer may cut it out anyway, but I kind of doubt it. So here we got another one of those keystone doors, spirit gates. That's what it's called. But we don't have the keystones yet, so we will keep going. Also, I'm killing a lot of stuff to get these orbs. The orbs will help us level up and get more abilities, which is, well, I guess not really get more abilities. There's a couple abilities, but I don't know if I'm going to be getting that many, as I'm not really looking to like 100% the game. So playing carefully does matter, but also minimizing unneeded backtracking is going to be important, because if you backtrack like crazy, you're just adding more and more and more risk, I guess. So we're running around. We found map fragment and one of the keystones, so we need one more, or a place to put a map fragment, I guess. And looky here, we can't get out, so we are stuck in this pit. It means there's only one way to go. Obviously, I know where I'm going. I've been playing the start of this game quite a few times, because I tried this about 5 times last night. I hadn't played the game in a while, so it wasn't pretty. But by my 5th attempt, I got like into it. I know where I'm going now, hopefully. And hey, that's the speedrunner level. Speedrunners wait to try to level up right there so that they can kill all the enemies in that like area very quickly without having to attack. Anyway, we are getting our next ability. So these are more of the actual abilities. You'll just unlock them through gameplay. Like, you essentially, when you start a dungeon, you'll get your first, like, get one of the abilities. So we just got wall jump. This wall jump's pretty busted in this game. So you can climb, like, any wall, pretty much. Just like that. So that's pretty sweet. And we will climb right on out of here. So, let's see. After this, we need to climb out. And then do we go right or do we... No, we have to go left because we still need to get the keystone. Also, the platforming in this game feels amazing. If you have Game Pass, this game is on Game Pass, it also regularly goes on sale for, like, rock bottom prices on Steam. So, check, like, Steam price charts, and you can find this game for probably a steal, and it's an absolute banger. You'll have a lot of fun with it. The sequel, if you're a big Hollow Knight fan, will probably appeal to you more. That one has, like, sword combat, and it was made after Hollow Knight, so it obviously like looks to that game as, I think, inspiration, as Hollow Knight was so influential for its time. But this game was pre-Hollow Knight, and I genuinely like it more. I'll get into more why. Hopefully we will get to my favorite part of this game, which is actually quite early on, which is another reason why I think you should play this game. The game will get you within like your first 3 hours of playing. Like, obviously you'll bumble around into Metroidvania, but when this game hits, it's going to hit so incredibly hard in those areas that you're going to be like, okay, yeah, this is a game I want to keep playing. I want to keep exploring its mechanics. Because there's a lot, and it's just beautiful. Like, the animations are, like, stunning. I think the world design's pretty good. It's a little one-note-ish. I don't know how to, like, explain it, because it's not, like, one color palette. It's, like, one mood, I guess. Which is fine, and I guess that's, like, you know, cohesive visuals in some ways. But to me, it's a little, I don't know, it's just a little one note. Let's see here. So we unlocked a map. Okay, we have to go through the door. That's right. We're still not really too many branching pathways. It's been pretty linear so far, but it's going to start branching a bunch. I know where to go, but there's other stuff you can do. Like, you can get dash. So dash is an ability. I will probably not be getting it, at least early on. It's a super annoying dungeon that I would also be risking death in, which I don't want to do, right? Like, just to get dash, which does make some things easier, but this game actually released originally without dash. So game is fully beatable without dash. It's pretty standard. I will say the definitive edition is probably easier, as there were more abilities, and also like XP points and life orbs added to the game in the update to make it more fun, I guess, and give more stuff to do. I don't know if this game actually got like straight up DLC or if they just did a definitive edition, but that is it. Also really thankful for my neighbor's dog. Again, really nice. Don't think you should have gotten a bull mastiff in an apartment. But you know, what can you do? We will keep jumping away at this challenge. We're getting another... This is a more contained door challenge right here, where you just pick up the stones. The last one is... Come on, shoot. There we go. Last one's over here to the right. And we have all 4. Then we climb... Oh, no. Jeez. Okay, this part always scares me so much. Because there's just... I don't know. I feel like there's so many ways you could get comboed into death right there. So the spikes do 2 life orbs of damage, which is a lot. Like, again, I can take 2 hits. So I have to be very, very careful here in general. And we have made it to the life tree. Also, I'm getting some weird audio bugs. So I'm gonna just try to sort that out. There's a cutscene here in a sec, so. All right, we are back. I'm pretty sure the audio issues were only on my end, which I was pretty happy about. And I also bumped down the audio on your guys' end. Because it was fine in the quieter parts, but it was getting a little loud. Like, I was just watching the start of the video where that guy charged at me and, like, destroyed the wall, and my audio got a little drowned out. So, should be a little better now. This will be something I come back to, kind of a reoccurring segment, hopefully, just as something I chip away at, just because, I don't know, again, I crave this game. I love playing it. It's a truly magical experience if you haven't already. Again, like, it's not an expensive game, so if it doesn't click with you, like, just move on. That's cool. Team Moon seem like a really interesting dev team, so they've, like, basically been remote workers long before the pandemic. They basically, like, looked around the world and said, like, what if we made the best team of developers we could by using the entire globe? And we don't even have to bring them together. We'll just all work remotely on computers. And I don't know, there was just something so fun about that idea, and that, like, they truly were like, we'll just find the best people that don't need to be, you know, controlled at every move or what have you. They can work independently, and it sounds like the people at Team Moon have enjoyed the experience. So that's pretty cool. And I like that they're trying to do something different with the way that games are being made. What is downwards? I don't remember what's... Oh, yeah. It's just... There's an ability point down here, if I remember right. Yes. Not an ability point, but some ability points. Got the level up. I'm not... No, I don't need to break through that wall at the moment. I'll wait till I have more spirit orbs or whatever they're called. The blue ones. Because they're kind of limited right now in case I need to break through more walls. That one's not going to take me anywhere. That's actually the one we found much earlier. So, I don't know if I even showed it, actually, because I didn't want to bother with it. Also, if you are playing Ori for the first time or haven't heard of the game and you're going to check it out, if the camera ever pans somewhere when you do something, so say you hit a switch or pull a lever like that and the camera shows you like a door opening, a platform moving, go there. Go there immediately, because if you forget, like, basically that's the game going, okay, go through this door now. You should not delay that, or you will get, like, kind of punished for it, I guess. Not punished, but you'll, like, forget where you were going. You don't remember that was once inaccessible. Can I just... No, I can't just jump through this. There's a couple platforms I remembered in this game where I got stuck at one point, and it was just, like, literally you just had to jump through the platform. And I was like, I don't know how to do it. I can't make this jump. I don't need to save. Blow up the wall. Oops, I saved. Instead of blowing up the wall. Well, we'll get, the regroup, the life essence one. So that's the one where when we make a save point, we'll regain health. Haven't been taking much damage yet, which is nice. Also, lots of things for us to explode right here. Also, so this door here, the, blue door, we need more blue cells to open it. So if we had 4, we could open it. So maybe something worth coming back to. Again, if we take note of where we are on the map, we're just straight, like, due right, or I guess due east of that, tree area that we went to just a minute ago, where we paused. Where I paused. I guess for you guys, it was a infinitesimally small amount of time. But to me, I was chipping away at things for like a minute or 2. Also, I did fix the audio issues on my end, if anyone's wondering. I'm using the monitor function in OBS to hear my game audio. I knew I was taking damage there. Also, I only took 1 damage from spikes. I thought it was 2, but maybe I'm just used to playing hard mode. Either way. I was using the monitoring setting in OBS, and I accidentally didn't really realize that, or I didn't, it just like was being really staticky. I don't know why. I've had this issue before where I think my audio's wrong when I'm like testing stuff using the monitoring setting, but turning it off and on seemed to fix it, which, you know. Have you tried turning it off and on again? It also wasn't coming through in the recording, which I thought was super weird. Like, it was clearly coming out in monitoring, but it was something like with the way the audio was being processed from my microphone to monitoring. We are just cruising along. This is probably one of my best runs so far of this challenge, which is kind of sad, but my first couple were really bad. I was really struggling. I only tried this for about an hour last night, and I think only 2 runs made it this far. So, actually 3. Because this room, I always get stuck on it, even though there's not actually much to get stuck on. So there's some secret things here that I will pick up. But in reality, I keep thinking there's like more to get in this room, like something bigger or like a door that will open. There's nothing. You just walk, I believe, to the right, not to the right here. So to the right here is where the map stone goes. We'll go find the map stone. It's to the right up there. So you see just above us, where now to my right, that's where we'll need to go. I don't think I can. Let's see. Can we get to that orb over there to the right? Yeah, we can. Nice. This should give us a level up. Oh, not yet. Oh, that was bad. Okay, again, only 1 damage from those. I hate that jump. I remember hating that jump originally when I played this game. What is up here? I'm trying to remember. Is this where the mapstone fragment is? Oh, no. Don't go there. If you... I mean, we will go there, obviously. But that's literally the end of the game, I think. Also, we do have secret orb over here. We haven't really gotten to an area that could get us there yet, but it's a good thing to keep in mind. So let's... If you hold down, by the way, you can look down just slightly. It's sort of helpful. I wish it was better. Like in Splunky, there's a great use of that, at least in the original. Not played a ton of Splunky 2. Maybe one that shows up on the channel in the near future. A hint, hint. Probably, actually. I really like that game. At least I really like the original. And I remember buying 2. It was like my sophomore year of college. Early on in the pandemic, so I thought I would play more of it, but it didn't really capture me. And I was super busy at that point in college. My sophomore year, I will say, as a chemistry student in college, sophomore year was actually the roughest for me. I was in OChem at the time, which I think most people would probably if they do a chemistry degree. And OChem is just brutal. Like, I found PChem so much easier. But I'm also like a messed up human being that finds physics to be like so easy it's boring. Which I think there's something wrong with me, but it's basically just math that makes sense. Like, it's like, how fast is the thing gonna fall? Well, it's gonna fall faster the longer it falls. Like, you can use logic to do math, and I'm good at that, I guess. Oh man, I didn't even see those spikes there. So, shout out physics. I kind of, like, actually I'm glad I didn't do physics as, like, my major, because, man, I cannot stand physicists. Like, I don't really mind physics, but man, physicists? Not my kind of people. And engineers, for that matter. They're fine. But chemists have, like, engineers and physicists are so self-confident, which is fine. Like, you know, you do you. But, like, chemists have an air of, like, we are actually, like, hate ourselves. That's really, I don't know, it's welcoming, I guess. That you kind of don't have to think you're, like, a great chemist to be a good chemist. I mean, hey, if anyone watched Oppenheimer this year, Einstein and Oppenheimer, they're both physicists, I guess. But he says the only thing that brings us together is our true disgust for math. Einstein says that to Oppenheimer, like, the only thing we have in common or something is our true disgust for math, because they both worked good at it? No. I guess, yeah. Oppie wasn't actually good at most things. He was just really good at one thing, which was theory. And that's what matters in nuclear science. Like, being great at theory is, especially on a topic that, like, unknown at the time, right? Like, no one was doing physics around the nucleus of an atom yet. And he just kind of was figuring it out. I mean, obviously, like, Niels Bohr, Heisenberg were maybe better at it than even he was, but he was still one of the premier people, and one of the only ones in the US, which is pretty great. Obviously, other ones, including a lot of the people he had on his team. I wouldn't have been surprised if some of them were better chemists and just worse with people. Or bureaucracy, honestly. He seemed to navigate bureaucracy well. He's on the mind. I'm reading the book the movie's based on, American Prometheus, so... Great book, by the way. Like, way better than the movie. Also, I've now made it further than any of my other attempts. Actually, I think I made it... Actually, I know exactly how far I made it. I made it through this room, and I'll tell you what room I die on, and I'm actually scared to get back to it. Where do I stand? I stand here. Wait, what is... Oh, no. Oh, no. What is over here to the right? Thornfelt Swamp. Can we go up? Oh, no. Oh, gosh. Okay. So I can get some stuff here. I'm going to drop a save, because I'm scared. And we're going to jump back over. Okay, so nothing yet. So to break those platforms, we need an ability called Stomp. Stomp won't be coming for a while, probably. Whoa! Oh, no. Gosh, like, standing in spikes is so scary. Because that's when I feel like I can get comboed the easiest. Jump backwards on that one. Don't try to jump straight up. I did that last night, and it worked, actually, but it's way worse than just jumping straight backwards. I'm going to drop another save, because we have gems. Okay, so this is the room that got me last time. It's a rough room, but you have more time than you think. Whoop. Don't jump on that flower, just fall onto it. I remember that from my first playthrough. I remember jumping into laser and feeling like an idiot, like, twice. Oh, okay. Whoa, did I get an ability point from touching my dead body? You found a wisp. Wisps are the remains of past guardian spirits. This guardian spirit lived for 45 minutes, but died trying to protect Nibel. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, that last one was way too close. I'm saving even though it doesn't matter. Though we do have upgrades. So one life mode, That is actually super sick. You get like snowballing stats if you can get further than you got before. That's cool. So it really like encourages you to chip away at the challenge. Let's see. I don't think any of these abilities are going to be worth it. I think just the damaging abilities. This one is not my favorite. Charge Flame Burn. Yeah, because Charge Flame, I just don't use that much in combat. It's actually super strong. But I just prefer to use the Rapid Fire, especially once you get it upgraded. It does a lot of the things that the Charge can do. Like, you can hit multiple targets at once. Also, that spider is going crazy. And maybe a few other things. Like, the damage is crazy on it, honestly, by the end. Also, I didn't realize I had another ability point. But that doesn't matter because we just got to a save point. I love this save point. It's one I come back to a lot for some reason. Yeah, I just remember coming back to this one a ton. Also, am I following the guide the right direction? I think so. I think I'm pretty close, actually. But I remember coming back to that a lot. Get Split Flame. Here we go. Split Flame is the one that lets me hit 2 enemies. So then it's like Charge. It's like big benefit is like, oh, you would think taking out mobs of enemies. But it's actually not that good. I can't believe it. We've made it further than I ever have before. And also in far less than 45 minutes. We are only about 30 minutes in. I may have just gone like AFK though. If I'm being completely honest. I'm not going to go through this room. I remember this room. It's hard. I'm going to try to avoid hard parts of this game as much as I can. But also that room is nowhere near as hard as Mount Horu, I believe is what it is. The final dungeon of this game. I did see someone that was like, basically they said they had a Mount Horu save. And they used it to like practice for each of the Mount Horu sections. I think that's probably what I will have to do because those are just so hard. Like, you need to just run them like 5 times, get them down, memorize them, and then you can do it. We need to clean the water to get to that section, but I remember that one not being too bad. And also one that I loved. Like, I remember having fond memories of it. We were just dropped into Gummo's hideout. I forgot this was this early in the game. So obviously we're gonna have to go... right. What do we got here? Okay. Oh, it's the Crushy Block puzzle. I believe we go down. Looks like we're gonna have to go to the right. Holy smokes, that scared me a lot. Boing. And then... Wait, is it just the map fragment? I guarantee there's actually something over to the right as well. But that's kind of scary. Like that, this Froggo... As I said, that's scary, man. The Froggo is in a bad spot. Oh no, not now. Not right now. Not right now, not right now, not right now. Please, no. Okay, Soul Link. Get this. Okay. Okay. Now we play it safe, So this is the boss fights in this game? Oh no. Are these guys? They shoot projectiles. And they jump up out of the ground. So, oh, you can't attack those ones. Okay, cool. Got it. We're gonna kill him. Holy smokes, man. That was scary. That was real scary. We did have to go to the right to get a map fragment. That is what I thought. Oh man, I don't even have to save. You save, even though it won't matter. You're gonna save. I wish... Actually, saving beforehand was worth it. So, we have beat the boss. We have gotten 1 fragment. We need to get the other one, which I remember actually being super dangerous. I mean, this whole area actually is super dangerous if you think about it. Like, these crushers will just insta-kill you, right? They're not going to do damage. And on 1 life mode, matters a lot, right? I can't die. I can't believe I made it this far without dying so far. But that could all change. Again, another crusher area. So I'm going to go through this one. I can't stay on this one too long. I then go low. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I couldn't get into the low one. Oh. Oh, I was so close. Oh, and then I just panicked. I should have gone back. Yes, I should have gone back. Oh, well, we know for next time. Either way, that was attempt number 1. I feel like I made it actually a decent way. I would have liked to make it get to the tree, the Ginso tree. But we'll see how attempt 2 goes. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. Bye-bye.